What's up everyone, Lion Roar here, and check this out. We have a brand new legendary hero in Gemstone Legends named Bernard, and a bunch of rare heroes that are brand new as well, with a boosted summons chance for each of them. So I'm going to talk about them, and then I'm going to do a bunch of freaking summons. But first, if you haven't downloaded Gemstone Legends yet, you're in luck, because if you use the link in the description of this video, you're going to get a free epic hero named Moralia, along with a bunch of gold, gems, and potions. After you download the game, you'll have access to events which will get you even more amazing heroes and loot. Guys, wow. Don't miss this, because you do not get this opportunity in the regular app store. Download it now, and I will see you in Gemstone Legends. All right, so I think all of these heroes are really good, so you really can't go wrong with any of them. And of course, when you do summons in Gemstone Legends, even with the 8x chance and the 4x chance here, it doesn't mean you're going to get stuck with a bunch of multiple copies here. You'd be lucky to actually even get the legendary hero here. There's a great chance you can get any of the legendaries in this game, or really any of the great heroes. And the cool thing about Gemstone Legends, of course, is that you can level rares up to 4-star, 5-star, 6-star even, and then if they have a really good special, they're just as good as any other 6-star, which is awesome. And you know what? I think this may be perhaps the best crop of 3-star heroes they've created. I'm going to talk about that in just a minute, but why don't we go ahead and take a look at Bernard first. As far as HP goes, he's got 6,266 with a 605 attack and 625 defense. So he's a pretty tough guy, which means he's going to stick around, and that's always pretty good. The speed is actually a little bit on the slower side, but you're not going to notice that all that much. You just got to make sure to maybe put some speed equipment on him that's going to put him ahead of some of the other heroes that might start out just naturally with a little bit more speed. Taking a look at the abilities, For My Friends is the active special, deals damage to a single enemy, 31% of caster's max HP, and ignores 30% of defense. That's actually pretty huge. That's a lot of defense that it's ignoring. But this 31% of caster's max HP damage is awesome, because one of the best things I think you can be doing with an attacker, and we see this a lot with like the attackers that have an attack based on defense, and here we have an attacker based on HP, is that you make these heroes really, really tough to actually kill too, and then they're doing a sickening amount of damage. Sophia is one, perhaps one of my favorite heroes in the game, and I think she's really underrated, and that's because you're incentivized to beef up her defense, and she does damage based on defense. So she sticks around and she deals a ton of damage. You're going to see the same thing happen with Bernard here because of that. He's going to cut right through their defenses, and he's going to last because he's got a lot of HP. The passive here has a lot of text. Every hamster has its day. Gains increased speed for 4 turns and 30 mana when an ally dies. Now, I don't usually like effects like this that kind of depend on your allies dying, but what this does mean is if you do have allies dying, Bernard's going to help you claw back into it, basically. He gets more aggressive, I'll put it that way. Crit damage is increased by 10% and defense is decreased by 10% for every dead ally. Immune to sleep and stun if one ally is dead. Immune to sleep, stun, and decreased speed if 2 allies are dead. Immune to sleep, stun, decreased speed, and silence if 3 allies are dead. Immune to sleep, stun, decreased speed, silence, and decreased defense if 4 allies are dead. So that's a lot of text to say that the more your allies die, the better that Bernard gets and the harder he is to stop. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, I really think that the bread and butter of this special is this first one here. He's just super aggressive, and he's going to cut through opponents on defense. And if your team happens to start getting behind because some of your heroes are dying, he's going to help you claw back into it. And he's a crit rate leader in the guild, so he increases the crit rate of all allies in the guild-related battles by 25%. And that matters in like guild wars and stuff like that. So, we've had a lot of these guild heroes, which have really only mattered all that much against the raid boss. But now that we're going to have the guild wars coming up here, you've got a whole lot of heroes just like this one who are going to come in and, do a really good job. So if you do make him a leader, you're going to want the synergy of dealing a lot of direct damage where that crit rate matters. And I like this a lot for the wars because a lot of times your equipment starts to get stretched thin, and while you can get one really good team where the crit rate is all at around 100% on the heroes you want it to be at 100%, when you start digging down into your roster a bit, that's not the case so much. So Bernard's going to help out with that. All right, these rare heroes, I'm not going to go through them in detail because, again, if I were to do that every time, it would make the videos really, really, really long, but I do want to give you some general thoughts. I think you can take a look at them. I just want to do some highlights and why I think this might be the best group of rare heroes ever released. Look at this. We have a resurrect theme on a rare hero resurrecting a dead ally. There, and there. So there's a theme going on here. 3 of these rare heroes in this family resurrect a hero. That's awesome. That's really, really awesome. And you'll have to really dive into the other things that these 3 particular heroes do. But I have a feeling there could be some shenanigans here. Now, this one is a cleanser, so also very, very strong when you consider how many statuses you need to remove in this game. If you take a look at the passive here, restores 25 mana to herself if she's affected by 4 or more positive statuses at the start of her turn. She's not only cleansing the negative statuses, she's using positive statuses to her benefit. That's interesting. I don't know if there's room for her or not, but that's kind of cool. And then lastly, we have Astrid here. This ability has been proven to be a really good one, especially among the legendary heroes, and to see it printed on a rare hero is amazing. Grants Soul Link to an ally and herself for 2 turns. Restores 15% of caster's max HP to an ally, and grants recovery. So I think Astrid absolutely has the potential to be leveled up to 6 stars and used, because we see that effect a lot in this game, and it's used quite a bit. So all of these rare heroes are good. I think if you get any of the heroes here, you're going to be happy. All right, so I'm going to do a ton of summons. Why don't we get to it here? I'm going to start with gold scrolls, and then I'm going to move on to some platinum ones that I have here. Starting off with an epic here, Yorgala. So Yorgala grants protective shield based on 80% of target's max HP to an ally for 2 turns, and 15% chance to cast active ability on herself when attacked. Immune to heal block. So there's Jodis. Turid. Ooh. Getting lucky with the rares already. And we just got Atrilla, who's an HP leader in the arena. Increases the HP of all allies in the arena by 38%. 75% chance to grant recovery to an ally for 1 turn 10 times. That's a cool ability. Removes 2 random negative statuses from an ally when using the special ability if that ally has above 50% HP, and recovers 1.5% HP for each positive status granted to an ally. She's good, and you can actually use her to prevent getting negative statuses, because if the hero that gets the 10 positive statuses gets hit with a negative one, it can't take any more statuses. So that's just something to think about. Another epic here. Varan. Increase the defense of all yellow allies by 38%. Sacrifices 60% of current HP to resurrect an ally with 30% HP. So here's the resurrecting theme again on an epic hero. Gains 40% resistance if he has more than 90% HP, and gains 40% defense if he has more than 90% HP. And Civ deals damage to all enemies, 148% of attack, 100% chance to inflict decreased attack on all enemies for 3 turns. And the passive gains 10 mana whenever she kills an enemy, immune to decreased speed. Civ was one of the first heroes. Look how many turrets I got, by the way. But Civ was one of the first heroes that I had actually started leveling up because she was one of my first epics. So I used her quite a bit whenever I was just starting out here. My goodness. How many turrets can I possibly get? Am I going to get any of the others? There's Astrid. All right, let me clear some space. And resume. Wow, we're getting lucky with the rare heroes. Otelin increases the defense of all allies in the arena by 32%. The active ability deals damage to a single enemy, 30% of caster's max HP, 50% chance to gain invincible for 3 turns, and 100% chance to inflict provoke on a single enemy for 4 turns. It's pretty strong. On the passive, 20% less damage received if affected by invincible. Floki's a good rare too. I use Floki all the time. Grima. Especially on the blue raid boss, Floki's really good. No way! Sigil is awesome! Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? What? Oh, I'm so happy right now. Leader ability increases the speed of all allies by 17 in all game modes. Removes 2 negative statuses from all allies and restores 15 mana to all allies. Her special ability is used twice if below 30% HP and speed is increased by 3 for every negative status affecting her. Guys, you're going to see Sigil in a lot of the top teams because she's amazing. And I cannot believe I just got her. I had a lack of good legendary yellow heroes for a long time, and all of a sudden I just started getting a couple, so I'm super excited about this. Gyrid? I always get so excited when I click that summon button and then I can see the yellow appearing, the gold appearing behind the character, and I'm like, oh, who is it? Who is it? That was a good one. I'm really excited about that. Atrilla. Again, Atrilla. Welcome, Atrilla number 2. Man, how many turrets have I summoned by now? The game really wants me to have a turret, that's for sure. In the break back there where I had to make room, I just fed a few of her away. Vanessa. Increases the speed of all blue allies by 21. Gains increased attack for 5 turns, increased speed for 5 turns, and increased critical chance for 5 turns. And attack is increased by 15% for every positive status affecting her. She's not the best one, but she's fine. Gira. Increase the HP of all allies by 32% in all game modes. Grants increased defense to all allies for 4 turns. Grants protective shield based on 20% of targets' max HP to all allies for 4 turns. And recovers 15% HP at the start of her turn, immune to heal block. Gisela is a defense leader. Increases the defense of all allies in guild-related battles by 32%. Remember that again because of the guild wars. Deals damage to a single enemy, 296% of defense. That's a lot of damage, by the way. 100% chance to inflict a decreased defense on a single enemy for 3 turns. So guys, this is really the epic Sophia, by the way. And Sophia is amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And recovers 10% HP when she is damaged by an enemy affected by decreased defense. Damage is increased by 25% if she is above 50% HP. Great hero. You could definitely summon or level her up to like 5-star and definitely 6 stars even. All right, let me make some room again. Thorograd is an attack leader, increases the attack of all green allies by 38%. The special ability deals damage to a single enemy, 254% of attack, 100% chance to inflict poison on a single enemy for 3 turns, and 100% chance to inflict heal block on a single enemy for 3 turns. Can match gemstones 4 times. Damage is increased by 30% when he's affected by Soul Link. That's really cool. And of course, he's got some synergy there with Astrid, if you could potentially put those together. Here's Jyren. We got a lot of the rare heroes here. I'm really happy about that because they can definitely be leveled up. Look at that. There's Jodis. Another Astrid. Turret again. Tassar or Taser. Increase the HP of all purple allies by 44%, if you're making the leader. Restores 35% of caster's max HP to an ally and grants mana breath to an ally for 3 turns. Grants mana breath to all allies for 3 turns at the start of each wave, and resistance is increased by 30%. Alright, so we got 5 gold scrolls left and basically 3 platinum scrolls because I've got a platinum shard scroll available. And Harmik grants increased critical chance for 3 turns, deals damage to a single enemy, 234% of attack, and 100% chance to inflict Assassin's Mark on a single enemy for 2 turns. Damage is increased by 25% if he's affected by increased critical chance. Accuracy increased by 7% for every positive status affecting him. All right, so that's all the gold scrolls. Let's see what the platinum scrolls can do for us. Yabe is a speed leader, increases the speed of all green allies by 21. Deals damage to all enemies, 149% of attack, and 100% chance to inflict vulnerability on all enemies for 2 turns. So that's a lot like Cassia. And 20% chance to use his special ability twice, immune to decreased speed. Liliana. Restores 30% of caster's current HP to all allies. Grants recovery to all allies for 3 turns. That's actually a lot of healing for the whole team. A 20% chance to cast her special ability at the start of her turn. Grants protective shield based on 20% of HP for 2 turns when she's hit with critical damage. Limited to once per turn. Alright, one more. Here we go. Drum roll, please. And Lilith is an attack leader. Increases the attack of all yellow allies by 38%. Removes 2 positive statuses from a single enemy. Deals damage to a single enemy, 227% attack, and recovers 20 mana. 30% chance to inflict curse on an enemy for 3 turns whenever she's dealing damage with gemstones and immune to silence. Alright, well guys, I'll tell you what, I am really happy with this haul. I got all the rare heroes that I wanted, and definitely getting Sigil was the highlight of the summons here. So I am super excited about this. If you did summons here and you got Bernard, let me know. If you eventually level him up and play with him, I'm curious to see videos about him or what you guys think. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know when I drop new videos or go live, and I will catch you in the next one.